So I am recording this video for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, I picked up a book recently and it arrived today in this box right here. And as you can see, the box is slightly damaged. So I want to open it up on camera just in case I have to take some steps with the seller. So I have that box. I have an A-OK that came in from my buddy Joe Brown. And then I'm also going to use this as an opportunity to show you some additional books that I have pulled from a collection that I recently purchased. And if you don't know what collection I'm talking about, I will try to put a link in the description of this video. It is a collection of over 100,000 comics. I'm continuing to go through that collection and pull books from it. And so I have a couple of short boxes sitting off to my side where I'm going to show you a couple of books. If any of this sounds of interest to you, I definitely want to encourage you to stay tuned for the video. Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. As I mentioned in that intro, I have a couple of boxes sitting off to my right that I'm going to open up, and then I'm also going to show you some cool books from my personal collection. And we're going to start with the damaged book just because, I'm going to be honest, I am anxious to open this one up. I actually picked up this book while I was reading some of the blog posts from the folks over at Go Collect. As you guys know, well, most of you probably know, I do a weekly video for the folks at Go Collect where I basically recap some blog posts that have been sent in by bloggers on speculation. And as I was doing my research for one of the recent videos, I read one of the posts that highlighted a comic that I was already interested in buying but had not purchased. And when I read that blog post, it gave me the motivation to actually make this purchase a priority. And so I found a book on the eBay machine. I went ahead and purchased it and it arrived. And this is like just not a, this is just bad. It's just all kinds of just scrap paper. The book is taped and that's just bad. But it appears that this book may have escaped damage from the postman, despite how that outer box actually looked. I mean, look at this. This is some of the stuff that is actually in the box. That's I don't know what purpose this stuff serves, but it appears that the book survived despite how the outer box actually looks. So I guess that is definitely a good thing. So I will show you this book, and it is as nice as it appeared in the photos. This is actually a really nice looking book. This is a square bound 50-cent book. It is, let me take it out of the, actually have it taped in the top loader. This is King Size Annual, The Invaders #1. This is a really, really cool book. I am a huge fan of The Invaders. I really like the Human Torch and Namor. I'm not the biggest Cap fan, but in this capacity in Invaders, I actually did Cap. But what's really cool about this book, besides the fact that it features the Invaders, is that it's actually an Alex Schomburg cover. And I did not know that until I read this blog post. Alex Schomburg is a super talented Golden Age creator that did some wonderful covers back in the day. In my opinion, his covers featuring the Human Torch are some of his best pieces of work. His work on the Human Torch, working with the Submariner, is really, really fantastic. And when I was reading this blog post and realized that Schomburg had actually done this cover, I could essentially get a Bronze Age book of a Golden Age creator, because the likelihood of me being able to get the Golden Age books is a little slim, but this is a really awesome book. that I am very pleased to actually have in the collection. You can see Schomburg's name down there at the bottom. I am pumped about this book. If I've actually slowly been picking up Invader's books to kind of work on the run a little bit in the background, and this is a really nice square bound book. It can definitely benefit from a press, but the corners appear to be solid. The cover appears to be solid. I mean, this is a nice looking book, so I'm definitely pumped about this one. So set that off to the side, and that one will join the other Invaders books in my bin right over there in just a couple of moments. So next up, I want to open up this box from my man Joe Brown, and I don't know what this is, but it feels pretty solid. So we're gonna open it up and see what Joe has sent over to me. He's included, there is a note and blue painter's tape. It appears to be 2 slabs. Hey Reggie, it's your boy Joe again with some good comic karma. The Red Death is for your DC wall. It's red, and I'm a fan of red, and a combo of Batman and Flash. Not certain that you can go wrong with that combination right there. I hope you like it. The other, I think it's Web of Spider-Man 100 you can give away on your Sunday show. Maybe it's last place or something. Love your show, Joe Brown. Joe, thank you, brother. I absolutely appreciate the act of kindness. I appreciate your use of this wonderful painter's tape. Huge fan of that. I'm gonna peel this off so I can repurpose your bubble wrap as well, because I love Mother Earth. So we are gonna unwrap this and check out what Joe sent over for me, and I guess technically for one of you guys. At some point we will pass this back on. And oh man, Joe, I might want to keep this. All right, so this is actually nice. This is Web of Spider-Man 100, first appearance of the Spider Armor, origin of Nightwatch. This is really nice. Who does not love shiny foil? Look at that thing. That thing is gorgeous. It is a 9.8 white pages. Really, really nice book right there. Joe, this may stay in the collection. Just saying. I may have to find something else to give away. And then let's see. Oh man, this is cool. This is cool. This is gonna have to go on the wall. This is cool. This is Batman, the Red Death #1, and it is a foil cover. This is really cool. Wow, look at this thing. That is nice. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see that on camera, to be honest with you. I'll try to hit a couple of angles. Maybe you'll be able to catch it or something. But this thing is cool. A little Wonder Woman on the back. You can't go wrong with that. This will definitely have to make its way to the wall. 9.6 right here. Really, really nice book. Joe, thank you, brother. I definitely appreciate that. And Joe is pointing out here that my my wall, my DC wall, which is behind me, is a little lacking in, like, you know, DC books. I am making an attempt to get more DC slabs. I have a lot of DC comics, but not a whole lot of slabs. And when I went to go switch over the wall back there to be a DC wall, I realized that I did not have enough slabs to finish the wall, so I had to do a combination of DC and also of Image back there. But at least I tried. All right, so the next thing that I want to do is to actually show you a couple of books that I've pulled from the collection that I recently purchased. And this collection is a deep collection. And what's interesting is I did not know what it was that Joe had sent me, to be honest with you. But this is really cool. It is Dark Knights. It is a metal tie-in, which is cool, right? Metal tie-in. And the first book that I wanted to show as part of this video is this right here. This is Dark Days, the casting. This is the prelude to metal. And what's really cool about this, it is a foil cover, but it is also a Jim Lee cover, which I'm a huge fan of. So how about that for a nice little connection between what Joe sent and what I was just able to pull from this collection today. Really cool book. And I have a whole short box here of really awesome DC books that I will continue to share with you guys over time. So kind of digging through here to see what I want to show you guys. There are a couple of cool books in here. Little Zatanna action right here. This is Catwoman number 72. Cool book right there. I have several copies of that in this collection. Here is little Catwoman number 73. Cool book right there. I'm digging these Catwoman covers over at DC. They did a really good job. Here is 80. I mean, these things are really cool right there. I've actually started to read some of these as well, and I am enjoying it. I am enjoying what I'm reading. This one I just think is a gorgeous cover. This is Wonder Woman 154 right here, and I have several copies of this. It is a really, really cool cover. I am still looking for a really good Wonder Woman story to read. Like, I've read some good Catwoman. I've read some Batgirl that I'm enjoying. I've read Supergirl that I really enjoyed. I'm actually going to show you a couple of those here in just a second. But I still have not found a really good Wonder Woman story. And so if you guys know of any Wonder Woman stories that might be worth reading, let me know. Here's issue 150 right here. Another really cool cover right there. If you know of something, let me know, because I definitely want to check it out. So speaking of Supergirl covers, here is a Michael Turner. This is the 50th issue of Supergirl right there. That's just nice. That's just a nice cover. Here is by Michael Turner, issue number 5 right there. I think he did issues 1 through 3, 5, and then 50. And I am lucky enough to have all of those in the collection. And let me see if I can find the number 1 that he did. Yep, here we go right here. Here's the number 1 right there by Michael Turner. Definitely a huge fan of Michael Turner's work. And so I've been working to try to pull a lot of the Michael Turner books from this collection, just because I dig his artwork. And previously to this, I didn't have a ton of his stuff from DC. And I knew that he had done a lot of work on DC. And so I wanted to try to prioritize pulling some of that from the collection. So see what I have in this other one over here. A couple of copies of this little ditty, Venom Lethal Protector number 1. I've had this book several times over the years, multiple copies of it, and they've kind of come and gone over time. I was able to pick up a couple of copies of this. First appearance of Carnage in there. I think I have 3 copies of the first appearance, and then the first print, I should say. And then here is a couple of copies of the second print. A little silver right there. See what else is worth showing. Little Monica Rambeau right there. Amazing Spider-Man annual number 16. Cool book. I have a couple of copies of this in the collection already, but these that I was able to pull from the long boxes from this collection are really, really high grade books. So found a nice stack of these. Moon Knight, who is rumored to be having his own show at some point on the streaming service. So I was pleased to be able to find a couple of copies of Moon Knight in there. So that was awesome. And what else do we have in here? This one's really cool. I am digging this one. This is DC Comics Presents Superman and Masters of the Universe. It is the first appearance of He-Man in a comic book. So definitely digging this. The 80s stuff is alive and well in this collection. So definitely some cool stuff. But what I'm going to endeavor to do is, over the course of the weeks and months to come, I'm going to try to continue sharing with you guys some of the books that I've been pulling from this collection. The other thing that I wanted to accomplish in this video that I did not mention to you at the beginning was I want to actually give you an opportunity to add a really cool book to your collection. And it's actually not going to be a Marvel book or a DC book. It is going to be an Image book, specifically Spawn 299. This is a 9.8 with white pages. This is the Fan Expo edition of Spawn 299. Just a really cool cover right there. And so this book could be yours. And if you are interested in winning this book, all you have to do is head over to the community tab. Once you're on the community tab, you want to scroll down, you want to find the post where I'm talking about this week's giveaway. There will be a link there. You click that link, you go to MailChimp, you plug in 3 pieces of information. 2 pieces of information are relevant to you. 1 is a phrase that I'll give you in just a moment. You plug that in, then you tune in to the Ready, Set, Go preview show on Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time to find out if you are the winner. The only criteria for the contest is that you be a subscriber of the channel, a resident of the United States, a resident of Canada, or have a mailing address in the US. That is it, and you are automatically in the running if you get that phrase and do the other things that I mentioned. The phrase for this week is Simmons. S-I-M-M-O-N-S is the phrase for this week. And I want to give a huge shout out to my buddies over at Go Collect, who have continued to support this channel week after week, month after month with these books. They put me in a position to be able to go out and buy these books and offer these books up to you all as part of the giveaway that I do every single week. So if you are not yet a subscriber of Go Collect, I definitely encourage you to head over to their website, gocollect.com. Check out the service that they offer. It's a pricing guide, pricing service for those that don't know. Fantastic service that I have been buying for more than 2 years because you have to be able to price your comics. If you're going to be buying and selling graded comics, you want to know what the fair market value is of those books. And Go Collect is a great way to be able to have that information. So with that, I am going to wrap this video up. I want to wish each and every one of you good luck with this week's contest. If you enjoyed this video, I definitely want to encourage you to hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment behind so we can mix it up in the comment section. And if you need to reach out to me, you can do that on Instagram at Regie Collects. Take care.